Former Niger Delta militant leader Mujahid Asari Dokubo celebrated the emergence of Bola Tinubu as president-elect. However, the race has moved from federal to state, and the battle for the #1 citizen of the state seems to be creating high tensions across various local governments. While Governor Wike is working so hard to ensure his candidate emerges as the next governor of Rivers State, Asari Dokubo is also working behind the scenes for Tonye Cole for the APC to emerge. So joining us now on the show to articulate his stance ahead of Saturday's gubernatorial elections, Asari Dokubo, former Niger Delta militant leader. Straight to it, let's cut the chase. Why do you want Tonye Cole, and why are you pushing for Tonye Cole this time?
If you look at the governorship candidates of all the political parties and then you try to estray them, you put them under the radar, you find out that Tonye Cole stands out and is different from all of them. And when you engage them intellectually to tell the people what they are going to do as governors, what the programs they are going to execute, you find out that most of them are very watery. You find Tonye Cole very, very different from the pack. Because this traditional governorship campaign and sloganeering, I'm going to build the hospitals, I'm going to build roads, we have gone past that a long time. And most of them cannot really engage the people and assess the need of the people and tell the people what they really want to do for us.
Okay. All right. Okay. Mr. Dokubo, thank you very much for joining us. Yes, you said we've gone beyond the normal way of politicking. We've elevated our politics, if I say, in Nigeria. However, just to emphasize Rufai's question, what are the specific reasons why you're supporting or backing Mr. Tonye Cole of the APC against the other candidates who presented themselves for election? Just a few of his policies or perhaps what he stands for that you align with.
In 2013, I was in Brazil. I was in São Paulo. I went to watch the World Cup. And my friend, we went out and we went somewhere and we saw the mall in which we went to do some window shopping. And in one of the shops, somebody told us that a Nigerian was one of the designers of this mall. And I said, a Nigerian? He said, yes, a Nigerian was one of the designers of this mall. And he told us that Tonye Cole was among the people, that there's this Cole is among the people, his father was a former ambassador, that he was among the designers of this mall. It struck me, and I said, if somebody like Tonye Cole can design a mall like this in faraway Brazil, why can't he replicate it? And in 2019, when Tonye Cole came up to contest the elections, I think my house was one of the first port of call he came to. I've never met him. And when he came, I told him that, look, in 2013, I was in Brazil, and I saw a mall you designed alongside other architects, and he just smiled. And he said, Imbre, my brother, this is what I will replicate in Rivers State. A lot of our people, political campaigns, I'm going to bring water, I'm going to do this, I'm going to... Like I said, we've gone past that in Rivers State. We want to see a government that will come and squander the resources, the commonwealth of Rivers people, carrying out projects that we don't need, carrying out projects that will not be of any benefit to us economically and grow us. We don't want to continue in that sort of governance. We want change, and that is why I am campaigning for Tonye Cole.
Okay, well, we need some clarification. Are you supporting Tonye Cole beyond what you have said? Basically also because it's on Calabar Kingdom. Because in the current electoral process, you supported Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC because you said Jack Ten Rich, who is a Calabari person, is in charge of finance for the campaign, and that Calabari people should support Jack Ten Rich to vote for Tinubu. And now all Calabari monarchs and leaders, including yourself, are now endorsing Tonye Cole. What is more important? Is it what he promises to do, or the fact that he's our son? I ask you that question because after Tinubu won, you said, oh, Wike is now your friend. One would have expected that if Wike is your friend, Wike is now proposing somebody else as governor to be voted for. But you are not going in that direction. Is this all about, I prefer my brother to another person's kinsman?
I am not going to pretend about that. I was president of Ijaw Youth Council. I climbed through the ladder of Ijaw Youth Council. I was vice president, deputy president, and president. The second president of Ijaw Youth Council. So the contestants, apart from Magnus Abbey and Agwo, most of the contestants are Ijaws. Wike's candidate is an Ijaw man from Opopo. My candidate is an Ijaw man from Calabar. Having said that, I want to say that when you see something that is better, a product that is better, when you juxtapose them, another product. Whether I say I'm Calabari or not, people will say, because I'm a Calabari man, that is why I'm supporting Tonye. I'm not going to run away from that. I'm a Calabari man, right? But I'm an Ijaw man. I've led the Ijaw people. I was president of Ijaw people for 3 whole years. So it will bring my status far, far lower than what I had achieved if I now say I'm campaigning for a Calabari man when other Ijaw candidates are even in the race. There are 6 Calabari candidates contesting this election. 6 of them. So if out of the 6, I had chosen one, I saw one that is better and more preferable, then you will know that it's not because Tonye is a Calabari man. Let me point out this one. Tonye is a Calabari man that speaks Yoruba. He cannot even speak Calabari. Other candidates speak Calabari fluently. They can dance like Calabari people. They can do everything like Calabari people. But Tonye cannot speak Calabari. He speaks Yoruba and Igbo. His mother is Igbo. So he speaks Yoruba and Igbo. He will just speak words in Calabar. So it's because of who Tonye is and what I know Tonye can do. That is why I am supporting Tonye Cole to become governor of Rivers State.
Okay. So I would like to ask you, because if you are saying this is the reason I'm supporting somebody, you must be able to tell us a bit of his manifesto. The only thing you said, the reason why you said, I can deduce from what you said now, is that because you saw he built a building somewhere in Brazil, was part of the architects. That's the only reason you'll be able to give. What are the detailed things broken down that you think is going to do for the people of Rivers State, apart from this building in Brazil? Because there are tons of engineers that can build architecture anywhere in the world, and Nigerians are architects. What is it in his manifesto that he will do to heal the people of Rivers State that are divided today?
Rufai, I was president of National Union of Rivers State Students. I know what manifestos are. People can copy and paste. So anybody can write a manifesto. We have been writing manifestos from 1950-something, when we have internal self-government, to now. All candidates have been required to present manifestos. And these manifestos had not gone anywhere to change the narrative for Nigerians or Rivers people. So if I travel to Dubai and I see what is happening in Dubai, and I see what is happening. I go to Qatar and I see what is happening in Doha, or I will go to Malaysia and I see what is happening in Kuala Lumpur. I don't need a manifesto. I don't need to go and read the manifestos of those in Dubai and this thing. I see their works. I judge them by their works. All of them have presented beautiful manifestos. There is going to be free education. There is going to be this, all manner of things. But this person, when you look at Tonye Cole, judging him more on morally compared to other candidates, Tonye Cole stands out very, very different from the other candidates. These are not things that I will be able to put into words. But with what I saw, I just gave you an instance. I am not close to him. It is this election that brought myself and Tonye Cole. I know some of the other candidates. They were my age mates. We grew up together. Some of the candidates are like my children. I nurture them and mentor them. But when you look at Tonye and where he's coming from, his background, his pedigree, you find out that he is distinct. He's different from the others. It is when Tonye had won that we will really see. There are so many promises that were made. You and I will remember promises that were made. But have these promises been fulfilled that were written in manifestos? Have they changed our life? I have read Tonye's manifesto. I have read the manifesto of other people. And I don't see any difference in their manifesto. I'm looking at sincerity of intention. Sincerity of intention and the antecedent of the candidates. How can you take a candidate who the only place maybe he has gone to is Dubai to go and party? The only place he has gone to is London to go and party. You cannot find him in economic cycle. Tonye Cole had been in several international economic forums, like the World Economic Forum and different places. Right. These people are local champions. Okay. We want to talk about global players. Tonye Cole is on the board of Sahara Energy that is in several countries, have investment in several countries in the oil sector. Rivers State is an oil producing state, and the effects of oil productions and so on. Somebody who had been in the business and know the pain and the dangers of oil production. Yes, sir. And somebody who knows that oil is a wasting asset and it will soon dry up. Okay. Mr. Dokubo, very quickly. Been saying this in economic forums. Because we have to go very soon, very quickly. This is the final question, very quickly. What would you describe as the top 3 needs or asks of the people of Rivers State for the next governor of Rivers State? Very quickly, in 100 days, what should the governor of Rivers State, the next governor, be prioritizing? 60 seconds. I am not a traditional 100-day person. These are all cosmetic things. What I want a governor to do is to divert the wealth of Rivers people to investment, to invest in the economy of Rivers State and create wealth. That should be first and foremost, to create wealth. And that is the direction of Tonye Cole. I will not want a governor who will be building flyovers and so on, or who will be building skyscrapers without investing in the people and investing to make them stronger, to send Rivers people to be skilled people. If you come to Rivers State today, our people, they finish their tertiary education and they are not employable, because the schools did not provide the wherewithal for them to be employed. On that note, we want a governor who can change the narrative and make Rivers people work for themselves, create wealth for themselves, and sustain the wealth that they've created for themselves. So that when the oil dry up, we will not be wallowing in poverty and penury.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.